everyone, today I wanted to share with you some advice for those starting university, and I wanted to give you some helpful tips that I wish I had known when I was starting uni. But be sure to stay around until the end, because at the end I give you extra tips that will help you once you start uni. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Sandy and I do lifestyle, fashion and beauty videos. Today I wanted to share with you some advice for those starting university. I know in a couple of weeks some people are going to be going off to uni, and I thought I'll make a video sharing some of my tips that if I knew them before I had gone uni, it would have been great for me. My first advice would be to make sure everything is organized before you actually start uni. So that would be your accommodation, your finances, everything is in order so that when you start uni you can just enjoy the freshers week. Another tip would be to get involved in Freshers Week. Fully immerse yourself in Freshers Week. That's the week where you get to make new friends, where you get to find out about different groups going on at uni. And another tip would be to join different groups. Try your best to join different clubs and societies, and even join Facebook groups of things that interest you. Don't be shy. Believe it or not, most people in the first week of uni, they're gonna be nervous. All of you are gonna be in the same boat. So don't feel overwhelmed. Just go out and actually make friends. When I was at uni, I didn't join as many groups that I wish I would have. So really take the opportunity during Freshers Week. Go to the different events that they have on. It's designed to help you settle in. I know some of you might be introverts. Some of you are not used to being around that many people. But uni is a great time to actually get to know different people and get to make new friends. Go out and get involved in Freshers Week. Don't be tempted to just stay in your halls or in your room. Even if you are a shy person, make the effort to actually go and get involved. That's what I wish I had done more. Another tip would be to make sure that you have all your finances in order. Make sure that you've got your student bank account set up. However, don't be tempted to take the student credit card or the overdraft. When you open up a student bank account, it comes as standard. They offer you a student credit card and an overdraft facility. Please avoid overdrafts and credit cards if you can. That's an advice I wish I had. I wish I hadn't never taken out any student credit cards or student overdrafts. Set the student bank account out. Don't be tempted to actually set up the credit card and the overdraft. I know you're thinking, oh my god, it's free money, I get an overdraft, like yay. But no, I know it's very tempting. It seems like free money. You don't want to get in debt. Stay away from debt. Another tip to go along with the previous tip would be to budget. Be smart with your money. I wish I had known this tip when I was at uni. Set yourself a student budget and stick to it. The money that you have coming in from a student loan, that money is meant to last you a while. I think you get student loans every term. If you don't budget and stick to it, you may end up going into using the overdrafts, using the credit cards, which is something you don't want to do. So set a budget and stick to the budget. You want to be able to budget, first of all, how much your rent is, your food, bills, books, leisure as well. You need to work out how much you have to spend, any other extra things that you need. You want to set everything in a budget and you stick to it. Try to keep out of debt as much as possible. And in order to do that, you really have to have your finances all sorted out. I have another video coming up on managing finances where I talk more about how you can actually budget, and I'll show you how to budget on it. Another tip, if you can, get accommodation on campus. Living on campus gives you a different experience to living off campus. In terms of accommodation, don't be tempted to just get the really nice accommodation with ensuite. I remember in my first year, I got the ensuite, but I was lucky enough also in my second year to be able to get accommodation on campus. I got accommodation that was communal, so I had to share a bathroom and a kitchen. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. So if in your first year you don't get the ensuite accommodation, don't worry about it. Just live on campus. Living on campus campus gives you an extra experience that you don't get when you're off campus. I remember when I was living on campus, it was so great. Everything was on hand. You have your halls, there'll be a corner shop, and then you had the library there, the student bar, the admin office. So everything is really situated all around you, and it's easier for you. And also it's really helpful, like say if you're late for your lectures, so you just wake up and there, your lecture room is literally like 5 minutes away. Being on campus was a lot easier for me when it came to handing in assignments. So staying on campus really is beneficial. And now I'm going to give you tips to help you once you start uni. The first one is to remember, uni is not school. You have to be self-driven when you're at university. You're independent. You have to be able to manage your workload. So being at uni is not like being at school. Really get a grip of time management. Time management is your friend. You are in charge of your own workload. You are in charge of making sure you meet deadlines. You are in charge of making sure that all your assignments are done on time. In effect, you are in charge of your own learning. No one is going to be there to chase after you, chase after assignments. If you don't hand an assignment in, you don't get the grade. Time management is your friend. Something that I used to do was whenever assignments were given, I would always set the deadline to be 2 days before the assignment was due in. So I would put a reminder on my calendar 2 days before the assignment had to be in. I would set that as the assignment deadline. That gives you the extra couple of days. If you're like me and you're misslastminute.com, I kind of need those extra days. Another tip as well when it comes to time management is start researching your assignments as soon as they're given. As soon as you get an assignment, start planning the assignment. Start thinking about the research, what you're going to include. If you plan ahead when it comes to writing, it'll just make your life easier. What I used to do was, as soon as I got given an assignment, I would start planning the assignment. I would use the old spidergram where you write the key points of the assignment. I would write what I wanted to include in the introduction, the middle, and the end. So once you get an assignment, if you do that, I think it mentally prepares your brain to think, hold on a minute, we have an assignment. We need to get this done. I know it's tempting to leave assignments until later on. Say if you're given an assignment that's due in 3 weeks, you think, oh, don't worry, I've got 3 weeks. I'm just going to leave it for a week. Don't be tempted to do that. Start researching for assignments as soon as they're set. It'll just make your life a lot easier when it comes to handing the assignment in. Don't forget to take advantage of all the resources available to you. You can use the library. The library, I think, at uni is so overlooked. Many students always want to buy their books, but there's so many books at the library that you can borrow. There might be bulletin boards where students want to sell their old books, so check out bulletin boards as well. Use the library. The library is a great resource. Another tip would be, don't be afraid to ask for help. In my previous tip, I said that at uni you have to be self-driven, but don't think that you are alone. Don't be afraid to ask your fellow students for help, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask the tutors and the lecturers. It may be really intimidating to see hundreds of students. You're probably in a new place and you just may feel intimidated to ask, but lecturers and tutors are there to help you. Most often have a time slot dedicated to where students can come and ask them questions about an assignment set. Most are more than willing to help you and explain things to you. Lecturers and tutors are there to help you. They just won't chase you. But if you come to them, most are willing to help you with an assignment. Don't feel like you are alone. Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. You do have to be independent, but it doesn't mean that you can't ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Make the most of it. Uni is such a unique experience. I think uni is a positive experience. There's a lot of debate going on whether degrees are worth it and whether going to uni is really worth it. But for me, uni is not just about getting the actual degree. I think uni is really about the experience overall and how that degree molds you. It makes you more independent, better organized. Believe it or not, uni really, I feel like, equips you. I'm not saying that it's easy. Many students drop out in the first year, but I just want you to know that it is worth it. And here's a summary of the tips that we covered in this video. Number 1, get involved in Freshers Week. Number 2, get a hold of your finances. Number 3, try to live on campus. Number 4, budget and stay out of debt. And here's a summary of the 3 top tips that I have. Number 1, time management is your friend. Number 2, don't be afraid to ask for help. And number 3, make the most of it. Uni is such a unique experience. And I just wanted to say one last thing. You should be proud of yourself. Getting into uni is not an easy thing to do. Not everybody gets into the uni they want or on the course that they want. And the fact that you are going to uni and you've gotten in, you should be proud of yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back and just remember, it may not be easy, but it'll be worth it in the end. Good luck. You will love it. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, share and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye guys. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to check out these other great videos.